Got me a visitor at my front doorstep. Pretty decent sized praying mantis. I've never seen such a big praying mantis. It's pretty fairly sized. It's like the size of a finger. It's massive. So, as somebody commented on a video, they'd like to see a few different types of fall related gardening videos. Now, I haven't quite added the amount of soil to these gardens I intended to, knowing that the gardens I've had here in the past will still have some pretty decent nutrients in there for all the soil and, you know, different manures and compost I've added in the past. So, as you can tell, I still have a good amount of radishes going here. However, they are getting a little larger, so the larger they get, the more flavor they tend to have. However, I've also heard that, apparently fall weather can help with that. So I figured I'd go ahead and pick one and test them out, because as you can tell, got some pretty decent sized ones here. They might even be radishes, but I'm pretty sure they're, well, turnips. I mean, they might even be turnips, but I'm pretty sure they're radishes, to be honest with you. Planted a bit of both. So I figured I'd wash this up and give it a try and see if it's any sweeter than the ones I had earlier in this year. And the leaves are edible too, so I'm thinking I'll probably eat on those too. Get back to you in a minute. Yeah, so I'm sure as many of you probably know, radishes tend to have, or beets, I think this might be a beet, um, have really been known to have quite the flavor to them, but being fresh, I find the flavors at least a little better. And I'm hoping the cooler weather makes it a little more palatable, although I don't mind radishes and turnips these days. When I was a kid, I wasn't such a huge flavor fan myself, but I mean, I don't mind them now, so let's give it a try. And yeah, I would say cooler weather definitely helps with the flavor. You still taste the radish flavor to it, the turnip flavor. Well, I'd say it's definitely a radish. But you know, it's like a nice flavored radish. It's not as strong as they often have been. The leaves, however, are also edible, and to be honest with you, up until my last video when I made a salad with some of them, I never actually tried them, but to be honest with you, I thought they were pretty good. So, I mean, if you're ever growing radishes or turnips or beets, the leaves are definitely edible and kind of give a different flavor to your salads, you know what I mean? It's kind of like somewhere between like a radish flavor and a peppery flavor, and I guess what you might expect a leaf to taste like, but it's actually not a bad flavor. I personally enjoy it, and you might too. So, next time you're growing radishes or beets or turnips any time of year, why not try the leaves, especially when they're young? They're quite the flavor. I like them. But I hope you're all doing well and take care. Grow on. So, radishes themselves are known to be very low in calories and very high in vitamin C and a lot of dietary fibers in it, such as a lot of minerals like potassium, magnesium, calcium, and iron. But the leaves are especially high in potassium and magnesium, calcium, and iron, vitamin K, vitamin C, vitamin A, and only about 3.9 carbs per cup, I believe it is. It's about 1.9 grams of fiber. Um, Now, turnips, however, they're about 8 grams per cup with a sorry, about 34 calories per cup with about 8 grams of sugar is what I meant to say. About 1 gram of protein, 1 gram of fat. It's a good source of vitamin C, K, and a lot of different types of minerals like magnesium and folate and calcium, potassium, magnesium. The leaves also have a lot of vitamin A, C, and K, and and minerals like folate, calcium, and fiber. Beets themselves, I could find a little less information on it, but seem to be pretty high in vitamin A, C, K, and minerals like potassium, magnesium, and iron, and antioxidants like betalains, which I don't know much about myself. Beets are apparently supposed to be well known to be good for your heart health and your bone health. However, it is sometimes stated in places that you might want to be concerned if you're prone to kidney stones because of the amount of what was it? I think it was the iron or the magnesium in it that can cause a lot of issues for you. So it's just one more thing to think about. But I hope you're all doing well. And this is October 13th, by the way, in case you're wondering how late into the fall this is. Take care, guys.